There's a point when some kind of home care becomes necessary for aging parents and other loved ones we have in our family. And yet, more often than not, they're going to be reluctant to have anybody come into their house and minister to them. They don't want to give up that sense of freedom, that sense of control, that sense of, I'm okay, I don't need others to help me. And yet, it happens. And we need to make that the least difficult and traumatic for our parents when the time comes to get help in the home. And I found from many people that if you just inject somebody suddenly, well, here's Matilda who's gonna come and cook for you 4 days a week. It's like, I don't want Matilda. I don't want anybody. Just keep them away from me. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. And that's when I think we build a barrier that becomes very difficult to break down. I suggest that you might try something that sure worked for me the first time I got it wrong. And then I kind of regrouped and came back and said, let's have Lucille come for 2 hours, 3 times a week to help you clean up. Well, my mother hated cleaning anyway. So the thought of this woman coming to help clean up was not as invasive or controlling or loss of control as far as they're concerned. It was actually kind of a relief. So we started off that way, and that moved to 3 times, 4 times a week. It moved to 4 hours a day. It moved to helping with bathing eventually, and with some cooking. And this woman became part of their life over several years, to the point where she was there every day, a good part of the day, and that made sure that they were safer and things were done for them, things that they could no longer do for themselves. So all in all, it was a slow process, but it was a process that worked. And I hope that when the time comes where you might need care in the home, whether it's through an agency or an individual, that you'll find a way of introducing that whole concept in a way that is non-threatening and much more acceptable, because it's in small, very manageable increments.